Hello everyone, welcome to ID Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for 11 January 2023. This is the daily chart of Bank Nifty that I've opened, and we had a nice sell-off to one of our selling points, that was one of our support points, that was this 41,880. And today trading again was an easy day. We'll see why it was an easy day. First, we'll go to our 15-minute chart. See, these are the levels that we had yesterday, right? We had this trend line and we had couple of a support line over here. So for keeping the chart clean, I'm removing this trend line. See, the first 15-minute candle, this is a 15-minute chart. The first 15-minute candle, when we broke this trend line, that itself was an indication that we, especially when the open and the low is the same, right, without a wick, it was a very strong bearish candle. This itself was an indication that we could be heading into some sort of sell-off, and especially when we additionally make use of CPR, a break of CPR will always, the next target on the downside would be the S2 and the CPR, right? Sorry, the previous day low. So we kept these as the targets, and then eventually we had this support, right? That is, let me just get rid of this, it will be more clear. This wick, this long wick that was there, right? Because previously we had bounced from here at about 41,900. So this was been marking this level in quite some videos. So we had marked this entire wick as a support. So basically the market came and halted here, right? So the moment this candle came, eventually our personal trade was, we were waiting for a retest at least on a 5 minute or a 20 minute to the 1 minute or the 5 minute towards the 20 EMA, but that retest never came. So the moment, see on this chart, I would like to show the the moment when this type of breakdown is happening, always when we know the move is going to be down, the best entry is wait for a retest and then enter. So all this, almost the first 15 minutes we never got a retest. Then later when the CPR broke down, we entered. Yeah, when the CPR was about to break, this is where we entered with the 20 EMA as a stop loss on 1 minute time frame, and it was a good trade. And there was a little bit of a tricky entry or exit over here. Why? I would want to put on the Cambrilla pivot and see, this is our 15-minute chart. So after getting this nice dip, see what are the targets that we use, right? This blue line that you see, obviously my chart is a little messy. I'm going to clean that up and keep only the Cambrilla pivot and today's CPR. So this is the CPR. The green lines are the S1, S2. The brown line is Cambrilla pivot. That's also another pivot indicator. You can go to indicators and look for Cambrilla pivot. There's a whole video about Cambrilla pivot in my YouTube channel. So when this was taking support here, right, we exited, but later on we got this nice dip until our level, that is about 41,900. Overall it was a good day, and there was nothing so dramatic. Or see, a lot of times when the market is choppy, it will be a little tricky to trade now, especially on a day like this when the market went up, came down, again went up, right? So either anybody would have caught one trade, or their stop loss would have hit if that waited on that one-sided trade. So today was no day like that. It was a one-sided trade. The best entry was when this was breaking, but this came in the first 15 minutes, right? So at least when the previous day low, if we had entered with this low as the target, that itself was a beautiful trade. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow, I'm going to get rid of this black line and put one important support line. Obviously we'll have the previous day low here. See, the next support on the downside is coming in at 41,582. That is this price action. We could come to test this price action if we break today's low. So this is the target on the downside, and even if we break that, then we'll have 41,340. Now over here in this 15-minute, this might be a pretty interesting thing to trade tomorrow. We have this type of a It's like some sort of consolidation is happening over this yellow box that I've marked. So it could be a possibility that we could consolidate in this level and then break down. In case we break out of this level, right, that is 40,077, probably we could see a level of 42,280. Maybe we'll come to retest this level over here. So the best thing to do is wait for this. It depends on how we gap up or a gap down also. It's too early to look at the US market. The US market has not even opened, but as of now, the US futures are trading in red along with the European market. So in case we, depending on however we open, right, it's too early to tell. Let's see the scenarios. In case we get a pretty flat opening, open within this box that I marked, wait for a break of this, then probably we can take 41,600 as the next target on the downside. And in case we get a gap up, see, as of now this box structure is forming like this, right? This can change. We can even kind of form like a triangle pattern or something tomorrow. In case we get a gap up, this is another place where we'll have to be careful. That is 41,150, because this is where the second part of the, all this time the selling came, then the second part of the selling came over here, right? So these are the levels that we can mark. We'll have to be careful. In case we come up, probably we'll get a sell-off over here. And a good buy trade can be, if we get a strong closing above this 42,200, maybe we will go higher. See, this is like two patterns that is being formed over here, right? Like a double bottom. One, see, it's, as of now, it looks like that. For, let's see what happens tomorrow. We have this type of a big, probably like a double bottom that could come. That is one scenario. And we have a smaller double bottom over here, that is here. Probably we can get some retracement on the upside. Now, these are just the possibilities that we are seeing. Now, whichever gets executed in the live market, we will trade according to that. So for the upside, this is what I'm looking at, like this double bottom. On the downside, it can be a pattern like this, where we consolidate and then break down, right? So either way, if we get a flat opening, say flat meaning within this box, we can have a nice trade tomorrow. If we get a huge gap up, or if we get a gap down itself to this level, then maybe there will be some buying for sure if we hit this level of 41,600. I don't think we will gap down and then again get sell off. Probably a flat opening, we can get sell off. A gap up, we can get some sell off. But a gap down, maybe we will get some buying. Some sort of profit booking will come in before the weekly expiry in Jan. So this is with Bank Nifty. And if you see the CPR levels tomorrow, we have the CPR here with the previous day low S1. Almost all the targets that we have marked is with respect to what is there on the CPR levels also. We'll just look at Nifty. See, today I just made one midday analysis video. I'll be doing that on daily basis whenever possible. I'm free. We broke. So in that I did mention that when I made the analysis, we were here at this red and green candle, right? So did mention that if we break into this gap, probably we can fill this gap. We have filled this gap, but the entry for the second entry, according to me, now even if we shift to a 5-minute chart, we'll see, because I didn't observe the Bank Nifty chart throughout the day. So yeah, definitely when this candle was being formed, right, like this evening star, probably a good entry signal was there in Nifty also, so not bad. So right now this gap is filled, so we'll get rid of this gap. And throughout the day, even in Nifty, we had nice sell-off. That is, once we got this gap up, again in Nifty, the first 15-minute candle itself had a big sell-off, right? Then when this low broke yesterday, where we took support here, then the first target definitely was this area, and then this gap fill, which kind of both the targets were achieved. Now the next target on the downside where Nifty can take some good support is this, obviously, that is 17,000 17,800, 796. Why? Because previously we took support here. Even before that, if you go back and zoom out, you can see price taking support at 17,700. And even if that breaks, the next level that we have is 17,650. Now again, same logic applies in Nifty. That is, if we get a flat opening, wait for this type of a consolidation to form and then break the previous day low. I'm gonna put this over here. Break this, that is today's low, and then probably we can trade to this level. In case the global markets have more sell-off throughout the day, right, and get a gap down, say we open somewhere over here, there's a very good chance we could bounce from here. Some sort of intraday retracement can come. Then maybe later on we'll have to wait and see if again we are going to come down or are we going to bounce from here. But these are the important levels that I'll be using for tomorrow. That is 17,859 and 17,796. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Hope tomorrow also we get some good move and hope we can